So I woke up this morning and there was actually snow outside my window, like falling, and it was on the trees, it was on the fence, it was on the ground, it was on everything. I was like, oh my god, this is wonderful. I'm going to be walking in a winter wonderland, except it's actually really cold and I don't want to go outside. But I got called into work, and we're going to celebrate all of this by not having anything to do with the snow whatsoever. This is no snover and NU. This is manual sun because I can, and because I learned that Volbeat actually gets access to sunny day. So you slap a heat rock on it, and all of a sudden you got 8 turns of priority sun in lower tiers. It's not too shabby. So I brought along Shiftry and Charizard for fun times. Got some bulky things going on in the form of Kecleon on the special side. I believe Frillish on the physical, and then Wartortle there as a rapid spinner. I probably could have taken off Frillish, to be honest. I just kind of slapped it on because I needed a 6th thing to take. I really don't know. That 6 slot definitely could have been used better, but whatever. So it's Ninjask versus Volbeat like I thought it was going to be. I figure I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a T-Wave because I don't want it doing sub-baton passing kinds of things. In reality, I should have set up my Sun on the first turn, predicting this thing to come in and then U-turned, because the T-Wave on that was actually, I'm not going to say obvious, but I definitely could have just done that or Encore. The potential was there, so he did predict some kind of status because I do have priority thanks to Prankster. But the cool thing about me T-Waving myself is I don't know if he's naturally slower than me. I would assume so, but because I'm slower now, I ultimately get initiative on this one thanks to, you know, my own T-Wave on turn 1. I do want to end up T-Waving this thing somewhere down the line. It's just not going to be while Natu's alive, and that thing actually ends up being a very big thorn in my side for the first couple of turns of the game. But this thing just keeps U-turning and doing all its stuff. Really doesn't end up doing that much. I don't know anything about the Ninjask for the time being, but he goes back into it predicting some sort of status yet again. He really wants to keep that Ninjask unstatused, which is kind of strange to me because in reality all you could really do is just I mean, even if it was burn, you could still pass off speed boosts, you know, that kind of thing. But it turns out that he just keeps switching it in, and then I ended up bouncing back my own taunt, which is like, holy shit, cut that shit out. So he's making very good plays. He's playing very well. Going into his Cacturn right here, predicting my Scald or anything of the sort. I actually have Nightshade as my offensive move. So I'm going to go into my Volbeat immediately after that to take the predicted Seed Bomb or anything of the sort. He unfortunately gets a crit here. I'm going to say that this, while it didn't matter in the long run, I want to say, it just means I have to play it a lot more carefully because I'm at a little bit lower HP than I'm comfortable with. That, and I'm also conditioned as well, so if I get paralyzed, I'm not going to be able to take another hit, and I'm going to need to get out of there as soon as possible. So right here, I believe I switch out manually, go into my Charizard. Now, because I did do the switch out, we got the Solar Power thing, which is kind of stupid, kind of a waste of a little bit of HP right there, but this is Modest Scarf. You really have to take care of it, but if you do take care of it, you get rewards like this. You get 2 kills in a row. Not that the Natu one is really anything to, you know, write home about. This kind of cool. This is, I think this is Modest Scarf. So you got Solar Power, Fire Blast, boosted by the Sun, and Stab, and just whatever else I can't think of at the moment, and it OHKOs a Gorbis. That is amazing, guys. So I'm gonna go into my little Volbeat dude here again to set up the Sun again, but I do see that it goes for Sucker Punch to try to hit my Charizard. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into that, go for the Encore, and now that I know that he's trapped in on Sucker Punch, which only works if you're attacking, I'm gonna go for Sunny Day, which is a non-attacking move, and be able to get the weather back up yet again. So it's not too bad, and we have encountered a Rotom Fridge, which is something I've wanted to use for a while. But I don't know. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. So you get to go into my special wall right here, which is actually kind of cool. I don't see this guy get a lot of use at all, and he's got a very interesting move pool, very interesting ability to him, which is Color Change. And anytime you get hit by an attack, it changes its type to that type. Now, it's very good for special attackers because a lot of the elemental attacks actually resist each other. You know, fire resisting fire, water resisting water, grass resisting grass, you know, electric resisting electric. I can go on and on. There's a couple of types that are neutral to each other, but for the most part, if you're against a special threat that kind of falls into that vein, which is a very popular theme, it'll end up working out for you. So it's pretty cool. He's got Stealth Rock, he's got T-Wave, he's got, I think, Recover and Return, and he looks like he's trying to lick himself a cactus. Don't do that, buddy, you're gonna get hurt. So I kind of figured that I might be able to take a second one. I'm not 100% on that, But either way, if I didn't, it was in his death fodder. But because I T-waved, I am able to get the Stealth Rocks up. I'm not seeing a spinner on his side of the field. So that means his Ninjask is now on a clock. And it only gets like, what, one more switch in? And then the next switch in immediately after that, it'll end up dying because I've already damaged it. So I'm going to go into my Volbeat predicting the Drain Punch. Or is that what he went for? He kept going for the Drain Punch. So I was like, I think no. I was not paying attention for like 2 seconds right there, but he ends up going for the Drain Punch because I went for the Encore. Okay, right. I'm paying attention now. I promise. I went off on my little tangent here, but Zangoose is gonna come in. This thing is a huge problem. I was not prepared for this. I definitely could have put like a I don't know, something better to deal with Zangoose on this portion of my team instead of Frillish. I think Golurk is maybe NU, so maybe like a Colberberry Golurk would have been nice. I just really wanted a, I guess I wanted a spin blocker, did I? Yeah, I did want a spin blocker because I got the Stealth Rocks out with Kecleon. So Golurk maybe could have been a better option, but I just kind of grabbed some dudes together that I'd recently salved, and that's a story. So I'm going to go into my Volbeat again because I know that I can get priority anything off before I end up dying, and I will rack up some toxic turns as well. I think he decides that he does not want to have the toxic turns rack up anymore, so he decides to go back out into Cacturn. I think I was trying to coax something in the moment. I really can't remember what it was at the time, but he gets a very favorable switch off on it. So I'm going to go into my Charizard predicting the Seed Bomb. Do get it correctly, and it really doesn't do that much. It's 4 times resisted, but he's going to get a nice, really meaty neutral hit off with the Sucker Punch, and it's just going to end up taking me out clean from that range. I don't know how much HP I would have had to have been at in order to take it, but it is a Sucker Punch coming from a Cacturn. Very powerful. So, gonna go into this dude. I've already shown him Encore before and that I'm capable of doing that again. So I think I actually tried to go for the Sunny Day here, predicting that. I unfortunately get paralyzed. It really would have been nice for my Shift Tree because I would be able to Sucker Punch this guy instead of having to play around like that. I don't exactly remember what I went for on the paralysis. I really feel like it was Sunny Day though, because that would have been able to help it out. You know, Quick Attack and Sucker Punch both being the same level of priority. The faster user gets away with their attack first, so a stab Sucker Punch from Shift Tree definitely would have been able to take it out. And on top of that, I go for Protect here on this dude because I actually want the toxic damage to rack up a little bit, and then I go for a second one because if I get off the second one, he's going to die to poison damage. But unfortunately, I do not get it, and both the Paralysis and the Protect are actually going to be a huge tipping point in my momentum where I actually end up losing a lot of it because Zangoose is just something I really wasn't prepared for in NU. It seems like when I team build lately, and I use the word team build very loosely, I just grab a bunch of shit I just made and I hop online with it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I'm having fun. You know, I'm gonna go for the T-Wave right now and get it off on this thing because I would rather have this thing slower unconditionally and then, you know, be able to speed boost on its retarded level of speed versus me getting a Sunny Day boost on Shift Tree and him being able to like protect and stuff like that and be faster than me in general. So after a couple turns. So I figured I would much rather paralyze it. So we got 2 paralyzed things, and I believe we have a Rotom versus my last one, which I believe is a Shift Tree. So I'm going to go for a Low Kick. I think he decided to go for the Drain Punch right there. Or maybe he got paralyzed while going for the Sucker Punch. I really don't know. But Low Kick is going to do that, and I'm actually going to go for a Sucker Punch right here over Low Kick, because although Rotom has possessed a Fridge, and Fridges are actually really heavy, not according to Rotom standards. Rotom standards says that, you know, it's going to be base 20 when it uses Low Kick. So right here was also an interesting thing that I thought about immediately after the game, but this hidden power happens to be super effective, which means that it would either be fire or ice, or it would just be kind of a neutral hit on Wartortle. So if I still had it alive, I could have killed it off with Scald immediately after losing my Shift Tree, and then Ninjask would have come in and died to the Stealth Rocks, leaving me with the 1-0 instead of him with the 2-0, because the instant he sent out Ninjask, it would have died. So there's that. There's, I guess, some food for thought on that one that I kind of thought about after. So I was like, maybe if I got the Stealth Rocks up sooner. It's just that Cacturn was such a big presence on the field all the time, and I don't know, I didn't really find an opportunity. But I still had a lot of fun with this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, you are more than welcome. Leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe, and do your thing. What I have on the plate for you guys today for the rest of the week is I have LP episodes like I did promise. Those are going to be every Wednesday night. I got TCGO coming up tomorrow, and then I have a battle on Friday, and then I will either be streaming on Friday or Saturday, depending on my schedule. I don't think I'm gonna do both. I got things to do, but definitely one or the other. Keep your eye out on your sub boxes, and I think that's it for until the end of the week. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.